Welcome back, everyone. This is Akanar here with more Expedition 33, where last time we reunited with Mael. We made our way through the continent into flying waters, and we made our way here to the manor, and we were able to find our long-lost friend. It had been too long, and Mael has joined the team along with her stances, and I'm excited to explore more of her combat mechanics and the whole team, in fact. So why don't we go ahead and do our housekeeping here and get everybody leveled up. We got to get Mael caught up to the rest of the team, as well as distribute their points as well. They've leveled up just recently, so let's get. I think what I want to do for Gustav is I do want to level his agility a little bit more. I think we'll maybe do. I was debating between might and agility, so maybe for now we will just do, because we do get a couple points in defense if we level up agility all the way. And I think that feels okay, because we do get, supposedly, we're going to get some scaling to our weapon once we probably level it up a little bit more. So let's go ahead and do agility there. We've got these recoats if we really figure out later that we don't like how things are going. And then for Lune, she does have scaling with defense with this weapon, but I think I'm just going to do might for her. Her attack power is kind of lagging behind Gustav's, so let's get her attack power boosted up a little bit more. That feels like okay. And then for Mael, we haven't done anything with her yet, so why don't we just send her, and she's a few levels behind, but hopefully she'll catch up with them pretty soon. So right now she's going to be back of the pack in terms of speed. So I think we'll just put we're going to put all but 2 points into vitality, and then we'll use the other 2 to just give her a little bit more attack power. Her weapon only scales with vitality and might, so we'll see if maybe she gets some other different weapon that gives a little bit better scaling at some point here. But we know that the vitality, extra vitality has felt good with all of these characters. So that's good there. And now let's look at the skills. Let's take a look at Mael's skills here. She actually has 3 skill points. We already were acquainted with through the Curator's tutorial, the other crazy encounter character that we've been introduced to, who sounds like he's coming back to camp with us, is the Curator. And so we did get a little bit of experience with her offensive as well as defensive stance, but we have not been able to do the Virtuose stance yet. And it looks like this Swift Stride ability is what gets it for us, but it does say it deals low single target physical damage, 1 hit, and it switches to Virtuose stance if the target is burning. Okay, so you would use Spark, I guess, to set that up, or perhaps we could even use Lune to inflame the target before Mael gets to use her Swift Stride. So let's go ahead and get that. It feels like they've kind of set this up for us here. At least that skill. Now we have 2 left, and now we would choose either Guard Up, which looks like it puts her back into offensive stance, but it does apply Shell, reducing damage taken up to 3 allies for 3 turns. That's not a bad one. That would be a nice little addition to... You could even like do this at the start of a battle, right? You could have Gustav applying Powerful to everybody and Mael applying Guard Up. So you get these buffs that are going to last for a few turns right at the start. The other choice here is Degagement, which also puts her into offensive stance. It deals low single target fire damage for 1 hit, and then the target becomes weak to fire damage for 2 turns. Okay, and it does look like she also, similar to Lune, has some directions here. She kind of has a fire direction to her tree, and then down here we have the big skill here in the middle is Payback, which does a stance break and also puts her into defensive stance. So that's what you would be aiming for there. I'm not going to get into every single... I don't want to read extensively the entire tree, but just get a little bit of a feel for... Let's see, Sword Ballet is over on the right-hand side. Puts you in defensive stance, deals extreme single target damage, 5 hits, uses the weapons elements, and critical hits deal double damage. So if you were going for this, you would really want to make sure her crit rate is as high as possible. I might be underrating crit. I'm trying to keep buffing it a little bit with Lune and Gustav so far, but it looks like there are some abilities that are going to really want you to prioritize crit. And then Pyrolyse is the other payoff on the other side. Deals extreme single target fire damage 3 hits and burns 5, applies 5 burn per hit. Offensive Stance lets you apply 2 more burn per hit. This could really, really, really stack up the burn. And of course, then you have these unlocked skills. No idea how those are going to unlock it. It's so curious how Gustav's tree is so different from Lune and Mael. They really have these, you know, I don't know if you're going to be able to fill out the entire tree and just do everything. Because with Lune, you kind of do want to do a little bit of everything because of her, you know, the way that the stains, you want to kind of balance out what you're casting each element. So we might actually pick up Earth Rising. We'll think about her tree in a moment, but it's just curious why with Gustav, there are so many skills here that are just yet to be unlocked. So when is that going to, what's going to be the catalyst for that, I wonder? Now, so with Lune, I want to get this Mayhem skill. I like the idea of having another character that can break. And this is also a way for basically all these stains that we might have laying around that we might not be able to consume at any given moment. This is a way to use those. The question is, from which direction do we build? Because I was reading off camera this thermal transfer. This is one thing we've got, I think, a limitation with Lune is that she only has the one ability to generate ice, the Ice Lance, and it costs 4. It is fairly expensive, so having that constantly in the rotation is a bit tough to generate these ice stains. So we've been relying on, you know, I don't know, having one other ice ability that's a little bit cheaper, I think feels like it could be, this could also just be a very strong ability. The fact that it can consume a couple earth stains in order to play a second turn. But even if it doesn't do that, it just is another way for us to, it gains 4 AP as well if the target is burning. Like this could be an AP generator. I think I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna take Earth Rising and then Thermal Transfer. Because that Earth Rising also can consume lightning, which we do generate with Thunderfall. So yeah, balancing out Lune's tree feels like a good way to go. Oh, I also didn't see Rock Slide. I did not see this one. I'm not sure I'm gonna get it, but it is another way to break. It can break, it deals medium single target earth damage and generates earth and light stains. And it can consume lightning, ice, and fire for greatly increased damage. So you would be, that would be tough to do, but I guess light stains fix everything, right? The light stains are the big fixer here. You don't have to perfectly build your abilities in a, you don't have to perfectly have every single stain that the spell calls for. You just need to have, light can fill in the holes. That one is really tempting, but I don't think I'm gonna get it just yet. I still like this, I really like the idea of the thermal transfer. And we can throw in Earth Rising as well, potentially. Now, this is going to mean that we're over 6 skills. When we take Thermal Transfer, that will put us at 7 skills, so we will have a decision to make here as to what actually is included in Lune's abilities. Did we choose everybody's, though? We have not yet chosen. I think we're going to go ahead and do Guard Up for Mael. And we'll think about doing this degagement a little bit later. It's just because Mael already has this offensive switch that does defenseless. It feels like it's a little bit in competition with degagement. So, and degagement actually costs more. So, offensive switch feels like a better option, at least for now. I mean, obviously, if you wanted to build toward Pyrolyse and these other fire abilities, you would have to take degagement, so that would be the choice there. But for now, I think Guard Up is the one I want to do. So let's do that, and we don't have anything to buy with Gustav's. Gustav will be content with the power of the baguette. There it is. So, okay, so people are leveled up now, and the only remaining thing is Lumina and Pictos. I did go ahead and just equip, I equipped the Pictos that were just lying around that nobody had equipped, and so that gives Mael Burning Shot and Dodger. So then for her Luminas, she does have 5 points. I think it's just they get the amount of whatever level they are, that's how many Lumina points they have. So for Mael, the 5 that we could give her would be maybe Let's see. SOS shell. She already is applying shell, so, like, does it stack is the question that I have. Don't tell me. But, you know, it makes me think initially that probably they don't stack because they haven't really said that these things stack. So I'm going to, let's go ahead and just give her critical burn because she does apply burn with her abilities, with Spark. So that feels like a good one to give her for now. And then for Gustav, I guess we have 3 available, so we just throw on Burning Shot as opposed to Dodger. I have been trying to do a lot more parries, so we're not relying on dodges just as much. So and also this spends all of his Lumina points, so Burning Shot is good there. But I guess for Lune, we do have just the one available Lumina that she could equip, which is Dodger. So that's all it is for now. It's going to be fun playing the little balancing act and once we get to 10 Lumina points, then there are going to be some decisions to be made. There's going to be decisions to be made all along the way, and that's why I'm having so much fun with this game. Let's get back out into the field, though. Let's proceed. I think we are continuing through Flying Waters.
We should go to the manor and maybe learn something.
Yeah, or we could get back to the indigo tree.
Noko's usually here. I wonder where...
All right, Noko. What the fuck? What the... What? Oh, it's one of these things.
Stop
What?
that, you big hairy brush face. Can't you see they're human? Noko's a bit dramatic, but if you're nice, Noko will trade you lots of useful items for Chroma.
Aha. Worthy warriors.
So the tales are true.
Brush face.
Perhaps the grandest in the SKA exist too. Are there more Gestrels like you? I'd love to meet them.
Noko, you silly scruff. Their village is not far from here.
Oh, really?
Lune,
I know. Don't have time for detours.
yeah, we need to get to the paintress.
There's another sea between here and the paintress.
Noko, as the best Gestrel merchant ever, I bet you know a solution, yeah? Come on, you broomhead. I know you know.
Ah, okay.
Well, I guess you'll get to meet more Gestrels.
Oh my god. We've been introduced to Noko. What a whirlwind introduction. I was thinking what Mael ended up saying, which is, you know, he insulted Gustav with the whole brush face thing. And I was thinking to myself, have you looked at yourself? Have you looked at the fact that you look like you're basically a paintbrush? And then she calls him Broomhead. Okay, Gestrel merchants travel across the world offering rare and powerful artifacts in exchange for chroma. We finally have a way to spend all this chroma we've been stockpiling. However, their most powerful items are reserved only for the mightiest of warriors. Impress the merchant, by defeating them in a duel to access their secret inventory. Okay, fun. So you get to do a little fight before they actually interact with you. So let's do that. Want to trade for my fabulous wares? Luckily for you, us merchants accept chroma. The fun gestural voice. These guys are so much more fun than well, no, they're not so much more fun than Koroks. I shouldn't say that. They're just different than Koroks. I like this guy, is all I'm saying. Luckily for US merchants accept chroma. Yeah, so let's do that. Except, oh, we don't get to fight with, oh, I see. It's only for, we're not doing it with, no, we can fight merchant. There it is. It's down at the bottom. Fight merchant is an option. Fight the merchant. We have to do that in order to unlock this. So I guess, oh, I see. Some items are available, but we have a bunch of these already. I don't see a reason for us to buy those at the moment. The idea, oh, that's right. We can give additional Lumina points to characters. Okay, okay. But we can't do it yet. We have to do something at camp, I think. Let's fight the merchant, though. That's what I wanted to do in the first place. Let's go. Oh, you only get to do it with one of them. Oh, what? We're not fighting with the whole party? It's just, oh, it's a one-on-one honorable duel. Let's go with Mael then, because she's the one who has the history with Noko, and also I want to practice her her stances as well. I forgot to adjust Lune's skills, but that's okay. We're going with Mael for now. Let's do Mael. Let's try this out. She is our weakest character, but that's okay. Noko grows bigger. Excuse me, that what? How is... I see. What's the saying? Big things come in small packages? No, what? Noko, my friend. That's quite the ability. Okay, let's get ourselves flowing here with, let me remind myself. Oh yeah, guard up. Guard up. So we could do guard up. The only problem is it does spend 3 AP, and I hadn't quite thought about that, but I think that's fine. We can do that and then follow up with offensive switch, maybe. It's gonna be a little bit tough. The AP, balancing AP is gonna be an interesting, interesting thought here. How to do this, because maybe you're actually just supposed to do switch, spark, and then swift stride. And because otherwise we're not going to be earning enough AP as we're going along unless we're doing a whole bunch of parries. Let's do guard up for now.
Shields up. Okay.
Way too early. Way too early. Fortunately, he doesn't hit incredibly hard, even though we're in offensive stance and we took extra damage. Okay. Yeah, those... It could be a good idea. One of the tips that was there... Oh, man, listen to that guitar kicking in. Ooh, go. Go, baby, go. Let's... this... Man, I was not expecting that guitar riff. Wow. All right. So, what I was going to say is the... This is so dang good. I almost just want to listen to the music, guys. I've been... The cat laser brain has been interrupted by... Amazing soundtrack. What I was going to say is that there was a tip that I read in the one of the loading screens that was saying, you know, you might want to, while you're learning a new enemy's moves, you may want to dodge instead of parry because dodging's easier. And that could be a way that we go. But I do really want to get good at parries because those counters are so sick. Okay, now that we've built up our shell, I think... Oh, but we did earn... How did we get the AP? Is it because we switched stances? That's what happened. That's how we generate AP for this stuff, is by switching stances. I forgot about that. So if we do Spark, we'll switch into a defensive stance. I think I do that. Yeah, Spark it is.
On me.
Nice. All right, same attack this time. Nope, that was a different one. The wind-up, man. The wind-up. I'm forever just parrying way too early. God dang it. So now we're in defensive stance, and that would have been nice to get an extra AP there if I'd actually... Oh, but it can happen on a dodge as well. I also have to remember we can stay, I think, in the current stance by just attacking. That's also an option. But I think... Let's see here. Let's see what we want to do. We switch to... Oh, the Swift Stride switches us to Virtuose Stance if the target is burning and regains... All right, I really want to do the Swift Stride. We still have our shell, so why don't we just attack this turn and save our AP? And we'll see if I can actually get off... Maybe I'll just do a dodge for whatever attack he does next to see if I can... Because since both parries and dodges generate an AP for us in this stance. But I also want to do the fucking counter. I'm still too early, man. Oh, no, wait, there's a second. There was a second, and I thought he was done. I thought he was done. Okay, well, we're building up AP here regardless of my my stinkiness when it comes to parries. So now we're in offensive stance, but we can do Swift Stride, and the target is still burning. It will switch us to Virtuose Stance, which we've never done yet, so let's do it. That burn is so nice. There we go. That one was a little bit... That one was... that's the first time I had seen it, but for whatever reason, it was a little bit easier to time. It just wasn't... There wasn't as big of a wind-up with his stomp. That's all there is to it. Man, this music... This is a track right here. Oh my god. I want to hear that guitar riff again. Okay. Victory achieved in spite of my sloppiness. You've proven yourself worthy warriors. I've got something special you might be interested in. I almost feel like with his amazing voice, he's not really saying the words, although you can hear some of the words that he says, but this, the voice is so hilarious. I almost feel bad talking over and reading the words while Noko is doing his spiel. Okay, but let's trade, because now we have, oh, it's a Pictos. Okay, and it's only 3,600. We can definitely get that. Exposing attack. Can we read about it more before we buy it? Well, there's not much to read. It just says base attack applies defenseless for 1 turn. Okay, so it's like, it's similar to the powerful attack that we have right now with Gustav. And it also is going to be 10 Lumina points. Cool. So base attack applies defenseless for 1 turn. Let's get that. We could fight the merchant again, which could be fun, but we'll maybe come back to that later. All right, new Pictos has been acquired. I'm assuming that's just a 1. You can't buy more than that, right? Like that item has, it keeps it there. It keeps it in the menu so you know that's what you bought, but you can only get 1 of them. So let's go ahead and equip that to Mael, since she has a Pictos slot open. Makes perfect sense. 9 Pictos for 9 Pictos slots. And then I think we're not changing anything else with Luminas because we need to learn more Lumina. And okay, so oh yeah, what I wanted to do though was Lune's skills here. We want to maybe make a decision between what, Immolation and Wildfire, or how do we want to do this? Because I want to, like, I could just replace Ice Lance. That's what I might do, is just switch out Ice Lance for Thermal Transfer. It's a cheaper spell. It gives us it only gives us an ice stain. That's the only downside. It doesn't generate a light stain as well. But if we were to do Thermal Transfer, but you want to do Thermal Transfer after you've done one of your fire skills. That's the thing. The fire skills consume ice stains. They consume ice stains. It feels like we still want to have, like, Ice Lance, Immolation, but then we can come back to Thermal Transfer after doing Immolation. So then maybe I put Wildfire on the bench for now? I don't know. Because I like being able to generate the Thunderfall, or the Lightning Spark. Lightning, Stain. There's too many different terms to keep track of. I like the Healing Light as well, but one of these is going to have to go on the bench. Which one's it going to be? I think it is going to be Wildfire for now. I want to try out this Thermal Transfer, and I also want to keep all of these. I don't want to bench Healing Light just yet, and I want to be able to have these other abilities that kind of all... We're dipping our... Lune doesn't have any shoes, so we're dipping our toes into all the different elements. That's at least the analogy that I'm going with here. It's good though that Lune can just float around on air, because then, you know, shoes are very optional, aren't they? Cat Laser Brain. Let's switch out Thermal. Thermal Transfer for Wildfire, except I want this to be Ice Lance, and I want Wildfire to be Thermal Transfer. There we go. Okay, now I think we've got that set up the way I want it, and let's get back into action. I don't think we're going to buy any other supplies here from Noko. Do we need to heal Mael? That was just a duel, so she's already at full health. And yeah, we're moving right along. And we have the save point now for... We already did get the save point spoiler here for Noko's hut. And apparently inside Noko's... Well, I don't know. Is Noko's hut... I mean, this is the hut over here, isn't it? But for some reason it has a giant, crazy fucking manor inside of that hut. So maybe the manor was here for a long time and Noko just decided to build this makeshift hut around it. Whatever the case may be, it's time for us to keep moving forward. Let's explore around here. There is more flying waters, or is there? There's a item here.
An advantage.
More chroma, quite a bit of chroma. Nice, nice, nice. There is more to this level, is there not? Maybe not. Maybe this is the end of the road. There's actually no more, is there? Okay. So that's what our characters were, they were debating about. Where exactly are we going next? We could go back to the indigo tree, or we could go back to, what were the other options that they said? I don't remember. Let's go ahead and do some fast travel, I suppose, except we can't do that. There's no fast traveling here. Why is that? Is this the only rest point that we found in this place? So if we want to come back here...
These dead Nevrons. Who could have done this?
Guess.
So you didn't just stay in your mansion.
Where are the dead Nevrons that they're talking about? Where? Oh, here they are. I see. So Mael has been doing some Nevron farming. I guess the level has changed behind us, huh? Because I don't remember this being here.
Great.
And maybe there was a much larger Nevron. Oh, I can kind of see. Look at this. Yeah, the arms and the legs and like the head has been, I don't know, blown open. All right. What did we just pick up? I totally wasn't paying attention. I was too distracted by the big Nevron behind the item pickup. Yeah, there are some new enemies here too. Oh, what am I missing? There's what I'm missing. I have a bad habit. In too many Dark Souls games where there's the massive dragon that's flying overhead, and I'm like over here like staring at a rock, like, ooh, what's this amazing looking coral? And like, all of a sudden the fucking the cleric beast is jumping over the building to ambush me while I'm on the bridge, and I'm looking in every direction except the one I'm supposed to be. This is so freaking cool, man. Okay, so there's a giant, I don't know if that was an eel, a lamprey.
Guess we found 68's boat.
There's a path through the boat.
That anchor doesn't look man-made.
That is a giant anchor, isn't it? But it's not, it's obviously not the one that would have been part of 68's boat. Okay. Doesn't look man-made either. Yeah, there's some other giant creatures that had use for seafaring vessels, and therefore giant anchors. All right, let's get into battle here. A new type of Nevron? I'm guessing we're battling both of these guys. Yeah. Okay, a new type of anchor-wielding Nevron, but they also have a weak spot. So we obviously have to aim for the weak spot as business number one. Okay, that also gave him a debuff. I don't remember what we had equipped, but I guess I must have some Pictos or Lumina that has a chance to debuff them with my free aim. Let's go ahead and use our... Man, they didn't have that much that much health though, did they? That's okay. We'll still use powerful. We'll still use it. It just feels too good to give your whole party a buff. And then for Lune, I think we keep a similar skill rotation that we had before, but we could start... One of the things we could do now is we could think about starting with Earth Rising and then switching over to maybe Ice Lance for increased damage. But I think that feels more like you would do that against a boss, perhaps, when you have more time, because we wouldn't be building up the AP necessary right away. So I think we just jump in with the Ice Lance like we normally do and focus fire. Now, it's not super effective against him. It'll be interesting eventually to think about how we, she has free aim as well, I've got to remember. I really love her thrusting sword. I think I did notice that the sword, I didn't mention it here at the start, but her sword is named after her. we'll check out the menu in a little bit. For now, we do our offensive switch, or do we guard up? Like, there are some battles here where the enemies are weak enough where we might not need to play this long game of powerful guard up. It might just be a more efficient strategy to just go straight for the kill. But also, we want to learn the moves from the enemies. So, so let's do the guard up and give ourselves a little bit more assistance while we learn these new moves. And they are giving us the powerless debuff prompt here. There you go. Reduces their damage by 20%.
Brace yourself.
I might do dodges here. Okay. Oh, there was 2 of them. Okay, and I didn't even dodge the second.
Ready to parry.
Okay, so there is a long wind-up on the first, and then more of a shortish medium wind-up on the second. So we got some learning to do. It's just new enemies. This is gonna be the game. You gotta learn the new moves every single enemy. So now Gustav has no AP. We could use his turn. It feels like a lot of building up AP is not that easy. So I could, because I'm looking ahead to Lune, and she doesn't have any AP either. One reason to do parries instead of dodges. But I might just use an energy tint here. Is it too early to use one of these? I say we use these. We've got 2 of them. Let's just go ahead and if we run out of them, then we know it was too early. But let's give Lune some AP. Because now she gets to do her immolation. I think so. Now, if we do generate, maybe we would do Earth Rising instead. Oh, but that would consume our light stain. I was thinking about doing the 2 grass or earth stains with thermal transfer, but I don't think I can set that up. So for now, I think I just do the immolation, and we settle for doing a regular thermal transfer, but then we have at least burn on a character, except we're not really gonna have burn on a character. This is so interesting. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but it also feels trying to get the right order and synergies for things here. There's so much room for overthinking.
Feel the burn.
Okay, well that did way more damage than I was expecting. So okay, but that's a dead Nevron, so totally fine. I just love doing things efficiently and getting as much value as possible. But let's go ahead and do Spark. Since she is in offensive stance, this is going to apply more burn to this. Those come so quick together.
Brace yourselves.
Okay. Oh, right, and she has Dodger as well. That's kind of cool. These are not the strongest enemies, so we really don't have to. I don't have to overthink these battles. But I am trying to learn. Oh, we did get a new, look at that. We got a new weapon, I think, for Mael. Sweet, a level 3 weapon. Oh my God, perfect. There it is. Right on cue, just as I was talking about Mael's weapon, which is named Maelum. I couldn't remember it, but I knew it had her name in it. I just couldn't remember exactly what the spelling was. So we go from Maelum to Brulerum? There's a French pronunciation in here that's going to make more sense probably. Like Brurum or something. I don't know what it is, but either way, she now has her own fire weapon that's going to scale with agility and luck, and then it's going to have some cool abilities once we get it leveled up even further. So let's go ahead and throw that on, and now keep it going. Let's just keep it going. These enemies are doable. We can definitely hang with what they're throwing at us so far, especially now we have 3 party members. There's a guy waiting for us up there, I see, through our ship, but let's explore around a little bit more before we head in that direction. These are such beautiful environments, and they are that also at the same time makes it quite challenging to visually parse. I did go ahead and I did adjust the gamma setting just a bit. I turned up the gamma because it did feel like it was just a bit too dark in certain sections. So I think this feels a lot better. Oh, there is a path that leads off in that direction, as well as just a Nevron out here. Let's go ahead and take out this guy, if we can. Game, please. Okay, so the game decided to completely lag out on me there. And so we've seen that move before. Everybody is going to get an attack here before I get to, because I did not get the first strike. I guess maybe not everybody. Okay, so that didn't go amazingly because frames and missing first strike. Okay, let's see if we can collect ourselves here and figure out. We want to do this for sure. That always happens. Then I think we still do, now that we have 3 enemies to deal with, we are going to go with our powerful buff. Try to get that perfect timing to make sure everybody gets the buff. And now it's Mael first, huh? Interesting. So her speed is higher than Lune's? That's curious. I'm going to have to look at that and see why that's the case. I thought she was quite a bit behind. So that means, I mean, we might as well go ahead and play the long game like we are trying to do. Guard up.
Shields up.
Now, Lune, I think we want to try to finish off this guy with some free aim. Do that. And also we get to, oh, that's right, the dead energy procced. So that's perfect. So we get to do his weak spot as well as apply burn. So we apply, okay, I got to review my buffs and debuffs here because we're applying both burn, which I knew about from free aim, but powerless as well is getting thrown in there, which is great. Let's just go with an Ice Lance and hopefully finish this guy off. Or we could go with Thermal Transfer, which would gain us 4 AP. I don't think we have to do that in this case, though. We don't have to be that efficient. Let's just go with the more powerful spell and make sure this guy dies. Well, I said make sure he dies. Fortunately, there we go. Boom. Boom. Fortunately, burn did the trick. Burn, even just the 1 stack there was enough to finish off that sliver of health. And this version of Nevron, I've got a little bit of experience with, so I can actually parry this goddamn motherfucker. Get out of my game, dork. Okay, so, cool. So we did learn marking shots. Oh, marking shots also applies... Man, we're getting a lot of... It might be, even if an enemy doesn't have a weak spot, there are so many little procs now that we're getting from just... from regular free aims, that it might be a good idea. Oh, she got an additional Lumina point. Maybe she has something too. Additional thing we could apply? No, it looks like we've already got Dodger in there. So, so interesting that her speed, she actually has 2 more speed. Is that because of the weapon that we gave her? Her weapon, did that boost her speed? Whatever effect she's getting, I think that's fine, actually. It actually, having Mael being slightly faster might even be better. I don't know. We'll have to think about exactly what the optimal, whatever optimal ordering there might be for getting our characters synced up properly. But for now, we get to pick up this item. Another recoat. Okay, they're going to give us these recoats, it looks like. Without, they aren't going to be stingy on those recoats. Fine by me. So this way... Are there actually 3 different paths? Because wasn't there another path over here? There is. Oh, but I see. Okay, this is not... We have to go around and up. So they're not 2 different paths. They're probably the same path. This is a minor little side path here. That's going to get us to that item, which I like. I like these little alcoves and various things to explore. Let's go ahead and... Nope. I want to... Can we actually... Could we do first strike like this? It doesn't work that way. Unless I'm closer. Unless I get closer. No, you have to actually do a strike. I just wanted to stop running. This is an NPC. What the fuck? I'm trying to kill this motherfucker because they got the helmets like the mine guys, except I just realized you don't have a mine, but how am I supposed to know that you're an NPC? Everybody that we've met so far just attacks us. Okay, you are in white. I suppose that might be similar to our jar friend. Demi-Noor? What's this Nevron doing? It is a Nevron. These Nevrons are not, they look so different. Jar, the Nevrons that we were just fighting against that have like the claws for hands. And then this one, they're like so different looking. It's like basically any non-human, it feels like is being referred to, except not, maybe they're aliens that are not humans is the key there, because we're not talking about fish and things in the sea that we would normally have on Earth. Okay, we can examine, attack, or let's leave it. I mean, we don't want to attack yet. Let's examine. It doesn't seem threatening. It's clinging to a metal chain. Doesn't it usually carry a mine with it? Yeah, exactly. That's why I tried to kill the motherfucker. What if we were to give it one? What? Give it a mine? Give it a mine? Okay, I guess we're gonna look for a mine to give it. Similar to Jar and giving Jar a an inflammable object. I guess that's what we gotta find out here, so let's climb down. Okay, I thought I was on the ground. There we go. Okay, can I just grab this thing? Can I just grab this mine? No? It's too big. It's way too big. We need a smaller one. Gotta find a more Nevron-sized mine. Who put all these big mines out here in the first place? Why is this... Like, look at this thing. This thing is massive. Who is the giant race of... I guess maybe there's just giant Nevrons that, for whatever reason, put a minefield out here. They were doing intergalactic battle with each other. And you gotta have a minefield to take out the enemy Nevron submarines. Okay, but we can't, there's no, all these ledges looking over the minefield, but there's no place to go yet that I can see. There's gotta be a ladder or something. Oh, maybe there's like is there a jump puzzle here? That must be what's going on. I need to climb up and then jump across, or climb back up to where I was. The ladder that I climbed down is a, I think I get it now. This is a get out of purgatory ladder. You didn't do your jump puzzle correctly and you fell into the minefield. So this is where okay, I got it now. I got it. Got it, got it, got it. Is there any reason to go that direction? Answer, no, but I had to try. I had to try. Okay, we're figuring it out here. We're getting there. Are we climbing up this? No. We're just making this jump. Easy game. And that was the...
Advantage.
There's the mine. Perfect. Perfect. Mael, you are so good at this. Now, I don't think I can jump back. Oh, I actually can. Not that I need to, because I could just jump back to the ladder. Or go down and get to the ladder, but you can also just jump. You can do the jump puzzle in reverse. Nice. All right, I found your mine. It was just sitting over there. Were you so lazy that you couldn't go pick that up yourself? I mean, here, hold this. Why are we giving an intact mine to a Nevron? What? Just like, yeah. This could be a bad idea.
It said something.
What? It gave us a new weapon. Are you serious? Now, it also, she said it said something. I have no idea what it said. Oh, that. Oh, I mean, that's not... This is becoming more and more unusual. I mean, we've seen so much already that's... Merde. That must be a French, like, I don't know, a curse word or something? Are we bothering it? This could be bad. Oh, are we gonna actually like piss it off if we keep talking to it? This is gonna be like the chickens in Zelda. Keep poking the chicken and eventually you're gonna get attacked by the swarm. I think we have to do this. I mean, we could attack, right? It is giving us that option, but I also am not sure because we have the jar friend that we met who was also, you know, in white, and so maybe these are friendly Neverons that we don't want to actually I just wanted to see, I wanted to talk to it a few times to see if it was like the garbage man, the trash can, Oscar the Grouch that we missed back in Lumiere and found on my fresh file. I wanted to see if we could, like, I don't know, provoke him or get him to do something differently. Why is it giving us the option to attack? Am I supposed to do that? It feels similar enough to the jar scenario, and we didn't have the option to attack jar, so I am going to leave you. I'm not going to do that. We already got a weapon out of this. We now have a new weapon for Lune, which may be an upgrade. It's a level 3. It has 82 attack power. It just has a different scaling, but that's fine because we haven't really been... It does change the element of her weapon, which may... I'm not exactly sure how that works out, but why don't we try it? It's got the seaweed hanging off of it. Okay. Deminarum. And it scales with agility and luck. It is definitely a more lightning-focused weapon. So I don't know. If we are, maybe it makes... It's probably not gonna matter too much until you actually start unlocking these abilities where lightning skills cost 1 less AP or fire skills cost 1 less. When you really unlock those additional levels, then you might have a more important decision than just which one has the most attack power. For now, that's what we're gonna do. Is just whichever one has the most attack power, you get the boost. Okay, so then was there... We got the item that was up on this ledge, I think, and now the only way to go is through the ship of Expedition whatever number. I don't remember what number it was. Okay, yep, I see you. Let's see if I can get the first strike this time. No frames issues this time. Okay, there we go. Jumping in. And let's get it started. Let's get it started. Focus down our Mind Friend first. And then do Powerful.
Let me help.
Let us stain them.
Okay, so now Lune is back in front, I guess because of her weapon. So, I see. I might need to look a little bit more at how the stats are changing as we equip different weapons. Because maybe I'll have to look and see. Because there's an interaction here where we're getting our speed buffed in a way that I'm not expecting. So I'll have to figure that out. Figure that out at some point. I think finishing off this guy makes sense. How do we want to do this? Maybe I just focus on... No, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this guy off with my free aim. I was gonna do the normal rotation with Ice Lance, but this seems fine to me. Do things like this, and then we can just do an attack. Oh, but I forget about dead energy. I always forget about dead energy, of course. That's why we do it that way. And pretty much everybody... Man, that does so much freaking damage. God damn. God damn. So now we can finish you off with Ice Lance. No! Okay, that sort of works too, I guess, because you have burn on you. Fine. Yeah. I gotta get a good sense. I gotta start really getting a much better sense for what... how much damage my stuff is doing. I'm gonna go ahead and do guard up again, just because I want to heal Mael. Let's do shields up.
Ready to evade.
Get ready.
Brace yourself.
I switched to a dodge there just because I forgot how to actually... I forgot what the timing was on that move. And I want to get Mael a heal here before we head back out, but at the same time, we're not... If I do that... Man, that's the... I think having Lune second feels much better. But wait, why is Mael in front this time? I'm so confused at how the speed is working. I'm so confused. It is what it is. I guess we'll use a healing tint. Why don't I do that? Let's see if we can keep Mael alive here. Keep her in some sort of a good state. And then we can do Spark. Because that gives her defensive stance. Dude, that's such a different timing than a lot of the other quick time events. I gotta get used to that one. So, I mean, we just kill this guy off. Let's just kill this guy off. By doing Thunderfall. Oh, we don't have any stains. How do I not have any stains? It's because I attacked, that's why. Dude. Okay, okay. I'm a little bit thrown off right now because I am missing so many of these QuickTime events, but it's because I'm not focused. I'm trying to think through other things like the ordering of my characters. It's what I do. It's I overthink details that may or may not matter. So stay focused on what's in front of you, my dude. We get a level up for everybody though. Awesome. And we continue. Everybody levels up. Is this the time to use a Chroma Flask? I think so. We got 2 of these things. We're gonna use a Chroma Elixir and keep it going. We have found Mael and we're searching for a path through the flying waters. It's just, I got a little bit thrown off at how the level sort of rearranged itself. It felt like after we went through the manor. Like, wasn't there only one path in and one path out? But it seems like the level is completely different now as we're heading back out. But maybe I just got turned around. That happens. Get turned around and disoriented. Oh, who this be? Who this be?
It's forging something. So they have intelligence.
So do I want to attack this guy, or is this a guy I could talk to? I have a feeling this is not a blacksmith character that I'm going to be able to talk to. So we attack. I mean, of course they have some level of intelligence, don't they? Like, they're not going to just... They're walking around wielding weapons and attacking us. Like, okay, I guess she's just saying, like, they actually have the ability to make constructs. This dude's face, though... What in the world am I looking at? Now, he does have shields. So we want to deal with those. I think in this case I will. I don't see a weak point like on this guy, so we do the free aim for you, and we power you down a bit. And then, do I keep doing this powerful? Do I keep? It's just one thing with Gustav that I'm noticing is if we do this powerful, it kind of sets us off of our normal rotation. Like doing the Lumiere Assault into overcharge doesn't quite, it takes us a lot longer to get there. I'm gonna keep doing it for now.
Let me help.
A storm is coming.
But it's something that I want to try to iron out maybe a little bit. Now we want to go ahead and use Ice Lance against this guy to focus fire. And now for Mael, let's go ahead and just, let's not use Shell this time. Let's use the, let's use Offensive Switch on this guy. Hopefully that finishes him off. It gives burn, which will... Oh my god, okay.
Brace yourself.
Okay, I did actually parry that second one. I thought I was going to be so early again. Okay, so Lune got stunned because that guy has a big old freaking club that can do that. I tried dodging. I was not parrying in each of those cases. Didn't work. We keep trying. It's okay. We keep trying. This guy is almost dead. Somehow the burn didn't work. So I'm just going to attack with Gustav and finish him off.
Let's spill some ink.
Now, Mael's in offensive stance, and it would make total sense for us to use Spark. There we go. Damn it! That second one is a stun. If you can't, I got the parry on the first part at least, but it's a 2-part combo, and it will stun you if you let that second one land. God damn. So Gustav has to skip, and, but that's okay, because Mael gets to go into her Virtuose, which I don't think we've seen exactly what Virtuose does yet. But let's give it a try. And now we can get Immolation going, because more burn, more better. The other option might be to heal, except we don't have enough AP to do that. So I guess Immolation it is.
Feel the burn.
Oh, but Gustav... Oh, I thought he wasn't going to have a turn. I'm not sure what happened there, but I guess he was so fast that he was going to have 2 turns before this guy got to attack again. One of them got skipped because of the stun. Okay, so we have a bunch of AP that we need to spend. Do we just use an overcharge even though we don't have full? Maybe I do that. But I could also do a From Fire to heal myself because the target is burning. That feels pretty good. Let's do it.
I'll do it.
Damn it. He swings the club around. He swings the club around, and that's where I'm trying to parry. I'm trying to parry him swinging the club around before... Such a long wind-up, man. Why? Oh, dude. Virtuose Stance deals 200% extra damage. Plus 200% damage. So we do... This is where we do Pierce, right? Not that we need the damage or the AP savings. But that's what makes sense, doesn't it? What would be the other option? Could we just do Swift Stride again? Or do you have to actually switch? I think you have to actually switch. So if we do Swift Stride again, it's actually going to take us out of any stance altogether. I think we just do Pierce. It's what they want us to do, right? This is the one that you use when you're in Virtuose Stance. Dude, that did 765 damage. The sword, that is amazing. The sword like shoots up through the ground and completely skewers the enemy. Unbelievable. Oh my God, that's amazing. Okay, we have learned Expose and Attack, and we've picked up another... Is this another weapon for Mael already? Cruel Ram? And we get a couple Chroma Catalyst as well. Okay. It's actually for Gustav. It's a weapon for Gustav. I see. Lance Ram. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's his naming. The naming convention, the way that the word ends is the same for each character. Cruel Ram, Lance Ram, Noah Ram. All right, so Cruel Ram, we're not going to pay attention to, we're not going to worry about the... Oh, I see. Okay, so I can see now they are showing on the tooltip the fact that we are getting a couple points in attack because of the vitality scaling on Lance Ram. We're not getting any of that here because Cruel Ram has completely different scaling. It has defense scaling. However, it does have a crap ton more attack power, and look at how, dude, it's got like fins. That is kind of amazing. Okay, that is part of the tooltip now that's being added, and that maybe is what was going on with, I guess with Myelum, she was getting the additional attack power from vitality. Okay. But I think the speed is being changed as well. If I switch from Demonarum to Lighterem, if I switch those... No, wait, her speed is not changing. Is it because they have the same exact speed? Why is it that Mael has slightly more speed, except that one time it seemed like Lune went a little bit faster. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. But it's okay. We've got sick new level 3 weapons for everybody. Life is good. Ah, and Mael also does have enough points to equip the Dead Energy Lumina, so let's do that. I guess I have an extra one to be able to give Dodger back to Gustav. And there we go. I think I will make 2 more changes to the Luminas as well. Since Lune has she has 3 available Lumina points, which means I think if we take away burning shots, she doesn't really use her. We're not using free imp on her very much. Let's give her SOS shell, especially because she's like at 50% health right now, maybe a little bit above that. So, but yeah, that I think is a little bit better use of her Lumina points. And then for Gustav, I think we will switch out burning shots for marking shots, because I forgot marking shots applies mark on free aim. That's like a 50% boost to damage. Is that what it is? I think let's just double check that, because we do actually get to read about this, I think, in our expedition basics. If I remember correctly, that is something that is talked about here, or is it? Mark increases the next damage received by the character by 50%. Exactly. It only is 1 instance of damage, so you'd have to use the right type of attack. But I feel like that might be better than just applying burn, because we're applying burn in so many other ways. So an additional way to apply mark feels really good.
Nice.
More chroma catalysts. We need to get, well, we've got level 3 weapons now for all of them. I mean, we can upgrade the other weapons, right? So having the other weapons all at level 3 will give us some options. So more chroma catalysts, more better. Let's keep moving forward though. Oh, I gotta jump. I'm just thinking like, man, by the time we actually get to upgrade stuff at camp, all our weapons, those catalysts are just gonna be completely useless. Not so much. Okay, we have found our second save point here. Let's go ahead and rest and refill all of our stuff. And now, so we do have the ability to fast travel. The fast travel though is only within flying waters. In order to get back, because one thing I would like to do, I talked about doing it last time, I want to go back and try that chromatic Lancilier that we kind of, the Tree Sentinel. I want to go back to him at some point, but it's not that straightforward. Like, you can't just fast travel to every single point in the game, every single flag that you've been to. It's only within the one particular area that you're at currently. Apparently we have level up skills though to more more attribute points to spread around. Yeah, with these higher level weapons, you can really start to see attack power starts to get a boost much more often with these C scaling. The C scaling of these better weapons does in fact get you a boost to your attack power. We are still getting, you know, we're not seeing diminishing returns yet on vitality. It could be, it might be a good idea to just keep investing in hit points until the game starts saying, maybe you better back off. Because that feels like a little bit of a safer option while we figure out exactly what weapon we're going to use for each of these characters, and we know what scaling we want to aim for in these other stats. And my dodging and parrying still sucks, so more vitality can't really be that bad, I don't think. So I'm going to just try to get each of these characters up to 500 health, and then we'll see where we're at in terms of weapons when we go to upgrade from there. Let's just keep putting stuff into vitality. And then for skills, I think for now I'm just going to save the skill points for both Lune and Mael, because they do have some skills at 4. They have some 4 skill point abilities that might be nice to have. And so let's save up until 4, and then we can make a decision on those. Because I also kind of want to just keep on moving. There are some pretty frequent level ups that are happening, and so we still want to be able to balance the level up process and the decision making with actually just exploring and doing battle.
Interesting.
And finding new Pictos. Staggering attack. What did that say? Staggering attack has a 50% increased break damage on base attack. On base attack. Okay, this also has 21 speed and 4 crit. It's a level 3, so it might be a good idea to, just for the stat bonus, to increase one of our characters. Give them a level 3 instead of a level 1. but also the base attack. It feels like we're almost never attacking. But sometimes we do, you know, because we're running out of AP. I guess I'll go ahead and give it to Gustav for now, just so it's getting leveled. He doesn't really need the powerful for 1 turn on base attack. The empowering attack feels better to have staggering attack there because we're already empowering everybody when this dude casts powerful. So let's give that to our buddy Gustav. And then I think this goes back to where I just came. Okay, just making sure on that. Making sure. There's our flag. A lot of different nooks and crannies to explore here, so try to stay oriented. There's another item to get. More chroma. Good, good, good. And then it looks like we have maybe 2 different paths. Maybe the main path is in that direction. Or no, this path was just the item that we picked up. Okay, so that's not a path. 1 path. Oh my god. Okay, that scared me. No, I don't think I got it off. I don't think I got the first strike. I did not get first strike, but I also am attacking first. So I guess our characters are just that fast now. Nice. Okay, let's do the business. Let's do the business that we're used to doing here. And give everybody powerful. So long as I get those perfect quick time events, which so far, so good. And then this bigger guy does have a bit more HP, so the longer battle here is probably something we're going to need to gear up for. So let's go ahead and guard up. And then we'll focus Maiev. Slipped into World of Warcraft brain there. We're going to focus Ice Lance on this boy.
Ice. Shut.
Careful, Maiev.
Too early on that second one. Dang. Feeling better about that timing, at least. The first one. Man, still too early. I know the windup is coming now, at least. I'm sorry, Lune. At least our shell is doing some work. We also have a lot of HP, so we're able to take a hit while I learn these parries. So now I think we're stuck doing what let's just do that attack. Let's do that base attack here, and it does do a whole bunch more stance damage, my goodness. Okay, it's not gonna matter because this guy is almost dead, but that's fine. Let's do our, is this where we set up? Well, I'm gonna do the, man, if I don't want to do offensive switch though. I want to do, actually I'm just gonna attack because this guy's almost dead. Let's just finish this guy off.
A storm is coming.
No, I'm still so freaking early. This is so embarrassing right now. What the fuck is going on, man? We'll get it at some point. We'll get it eventually. I'm just always over anxious. 3 AP for Gustav. So let's do Lumiere Assault, I think. We could also do Marking Shot and set up, maybe that's what I'll do here, a Marking Shot to set up Lune's not Overburn, but Immolation. Let's do that.
Take them down.
The only problem is the shield, I think, is going to counteract the mark. So that's a little bit of an anti-synergy that I didn't think about. But we'll still apply the burn. Dude, okay, that time I was just late on both of them. It's a tough timing. What can I say? It's tough. Now he is marked. He happened to be marked because, oh. So the burn did damage, but it didn't take away the mark? Or is it because Mael applied, how did that? No, Mael was stunned. What happened there exactly? Huh. We don't need to do recovery with Gustav. I think the better course of action here might be actually just use an item and let Mael get the boost from the damage since she has so much AP. Let's give energy to Lune, who is once again stunned because I can't frickin' parry. But now we're in... Oh, we're stanceless right now. So I guess we have to go to offensive switch, huh? Get our rotation going again. It's because we got stunned. That's what happened. Okay. Would I rather do something else? Switches to Virtuo Stance if the target is burning. Maybe I just do Swift Stride? Let's try that. That was okay. Way too early still. Why is this attack giving me so much trouble? This is ridiculous right now. Lune's the only one that can heal. She's the only one with the skill that can heal too, and I want to heal my other party members. I think I will do that though with a tint. I think this is where I use a healing tint to heal Lune. It's just that Gustav is not building up overcharge and he's not building up. Why is Lune getting the focus of the attacks here? It feels like she's been being picked on. What's up with that?
Time to hit big.
Okay, yeah, time to hit big indeed. Let's do Pierce. Target's not marked, but can we mark it with a free aim, I wonder? We can try. Let's just do a free aim shot here. It applies burn. She doesn't have the Mark 1, I don't think. That's okay. We'll go with the Pierce regardless. Wait a second. Oh my god, that was so much damage. Because we're in Virtuoso Stance. Should I just be going straight for that? Don't even worry about setting all this stuff up. Just try to get her into Virtuoso Stance ASAP because it just does a crap ton of damage. Maybe I will do that. That guy so far is the enemy that's given me the most problems by a mile. By a mile. Oh, okay. Let's just pretend that never happened. Edit that part out. Which way are we going here? Can we go in multiple directions? I think we can. I feel like there are actually diverging paths now. Because I think there is a ramp up here. I thought I heard an enemy over here. Yep, there's a Nevron. It's just a regular looking Nevron, but who knows what friends he might bring into battle with him. These guys I feel like I can handle, but those big boy friends of theirs are a different story. All right, I think I can do Anchor Boy as well. I think we can get this one. I think we stick with there's 3 enemies here. Let's play the long game. Powerful.
Let me help.
Now, do I ever want to do a different ordering for... Oh, I could heal, right? I don't get to consume... I don't have grass stains to consume, but I think I can just heal and generate a light stain. I think I heal Mael in this case because she's got more... Yeah, we can get a little more value out of it. Let's heal Mael. And now we can set her up using our guard up. Playing the long game.
Shields up.
These guys, I'm ready for.
Good day, what's up? Get ready.
These guys, I'm ready for. Bring it on. Okay, got one of them. Okay, still working on learning that one guy's attacks, but that was so much better because we've seen we've seen these Nevrons a whole bunch of times. Now what are we doing? We got a couple guys that are almost dead. So dead energy is going to come into play here, but I don't think I can get it with, my free aim doesn't do a ton of damage against them. So I think what we do is we just go ahead and we do Lumiere Assault What do we do? Yeah, let's do Lumiere Assault against this one, and hopefully that finishes him. Good. And now we can do Spark against this guy. It might be overkill, but it switches the stance, right? It switches us to defensive stance.
Chroma is
And I like the idea of just getting ads out of the way, and now Lune, we can go ahead and heal again. This time she gets to heal herself. Oh, now Earth Rising was shining there. What is Earth Rising? Earth Rising could, oh, I see, it would consume, there's a little sparkling effect when it's activated in terms of it now is able to consume one of the stains. Got it, I hadn't registered that yet. I think they added that with this patch. We're gonna heal though. We're gonna do self-heal.
Lune, watch out!
Oh, I thought it was too early. Okay. I felt it was too early on both of them, but I got the second one somehow. Overcharge time, finally.
For those who come after.
Too early on those overtime events, but it's fine. Overtime? Quick time events. My brain is putting in overtime here, trying to keep up with all these berries. God damn, this game is too much fun. Too much fun. This game is awesome. Level 10 for both Gustav and Lune. Level 8 for Mael. And we get a new item.
This will be useful.
Lumina points. Excellent. More Lumina points, more better. So now that we're at level 10, oh, there was actually an item over here as well.
This will be useful.
It's a new Pictos, man. We're getting to that point now. 2 AP on dealing damage to a marked target. We're getting to that point where there's so many decisions to be made. Who we give this new Pictos to? It's another level 3. And so we could give, we've got 2 level 3s with Gustav. What does it say one more time? Plus 2 AP on dealing damage to a marked target. So right now, Gustav is the one who is applying mark with either marking shot or, well, I guess she has marking shot as well, or she's got a 20% chance to apply it on free aim. Except we're not really free aiming with her that much. I could just take that away and put on rewarding mark instead, and then I would rely on Gustav giving it to her. Because I feel like he has, in his Luminas, didn't we equip marking shots? We did. And like we said, he also has free shot. Marking shot. The stats on rewarding mark are more defensive oriented. So that would mean right now Mael has switched into the number 2 slot in terms of speed. We could put her back down to 3rd. And I think I will do that. Let's actually switch out burning shots on Mael and give her the rewarding mark. Let's do that. And then how does that change their Lumina, if at all? These really big, expensive Lumina, empowering attack, exposing attack. I'm not sure yet that it's worth trying to, because to equip those, I have to basically de-equip everything. So I think we're going to wait until we get to camp and we can just really boost up Lumina points to think about adding one of those in. I don't want to take away all these other effects that we're getting from these various Lumina, especially because we're not really doing our base attack all that much. So it's interesting that these are so expensive. That may be a clue from the game that these are more powerful than I might give them credit for, and maybe I do need to really think about that as a free way to get a really big boost down the road. For now, we keep on pressing forward. And every time I do that, this is the other thing about going to the menu to check your Pictos and stuff, is then you come out of the menu and you've got to remember, where the heck have you been? Like, okay, here is a place I have not been yet. So let me just, before I pick that item up, let me just remind myself, because the environment, as cool as this environment is, there are a lot of similar looking textures. What the fuck? How was there not an enemy attacking us? He growled right in my ear. Where's the enemy? Okay, what the heck? There's no enemy? Please. It's got to be right here, right? Oh, no, what the... That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, my God. Okay, now I'm really lost. Hold on a second. I got to get my bearings here, guys. I got to figure out where the fuck I am. I see... Oh, there's a Pictos there. Oh, my God. Dude, I am so turned around right now. Give me just a second to reorient myself, because this place is getting so freaking confusing. And I'm getting growled at by scary non-existent enemies. I'm just going to pick this up.
An advantage.
Chroma. Oh, I think I see where I am now, because we went up this ramp, right? I came up over here, and we came up this ramp, and then we attacked the enemy, and that was that. Okay, so now that's the end of that road. Another poor former expedition member. The loot corpses here. Which means over here was our flag, right? Or somewhere nearby in this direction was our flag, which I don't want to go to just yet. I just want to make sure I want to make sure I'm headed in the right direction. Yeah, there we go. There it is. So now let's head forward. So easy to get freaking turned around. They are trying to light the way for me though with these lanterns, right? I'm straying off the beaten path and then getting confused, but they are trying to get, hey, look at all these pretty lights. Go this way, dingus. Now, okay, so there is the main path here, but there's this little cubby hole that we discovered. Let's explore here. We gotta explore all the cubby holes. Grappling hook, okay. Oh, it's a chest. It's one of those, what did we call them? The paint chests? And there's a big dude. Let's see if we can get the first strike this time. I gotta remember there's some range on that first strike. Oh my God, there's 3 of them. Oh, this might have been a mistake. Oh my goodness, there are 3 of these guys. We might have to do some dodging, folks, because I'm still not confident in the parries. Also, if we fail, we fail. It's fine.
Let me help.
If we fail, it's no big deal. It happens. This might be a case where, because the enemies are all shielded, this might be a perfect instance to use Earth Rising, which does low earth damage to all enemies, and just help to take away those shields. I think that's actually what they want us to do. I'd love to use Thunderfall, but I don't quite have enough AP for that. I think that makes the most sense, though. It doesn't make any sense to use an Ice Lance here because they're shielded. So Earth Rising, let's go. It still only takes away the 1 shield from each of them, which is still not amazing. We're playing the long game here, though. Guard up time from Mael. Smashes the ground. I got it. I got the jump attack. What? Oh. Crueler shields his allies. I jumped way too soon. Fuck. Okay, so these guys are pulling out a new move, which is one that you have to jump by countering to counter it. And I did it the first time, and then of course I jumped way too early the second time. Now these guys are shielded again, though. No! This is so freaking annoying. Okay. Fuck. Well, I need to... What I'm gonna do, I think, is attack with Gustav, because he doesn't have anything but marking shot that he could do with his AP. So let's just attack the guy that has 1 shield, and that way I have a target for Lune's Ice Lance, except she doesn't really have AP either, so I don't know here. We might spend a turn just attacking. This might take a little while, guys. This is like a little bit of a mini boss fight here. I could use Immolation, but I don't have an Ice Stain that I have, I have not used an Ice Stain yet. So I could... I could just attack with Lune. I guess that's what I do. I just attack for now and just bide my time. Which sucks because we cast Powerful and it's not getting put to use here. Mael, however, is in offensive stance, so she could do Spark against this guy. And it only does 1 hit, so we definitely want to do it against the guy that's not shielded.
Blades. On me.
So working on that timing. Okay. Dodges. I might have to... Okay, that one... do the jump attacks every time, please. Not shielding your allies. You... Frick, these guys are so goddamn annoying. These shields, man. I swear to God. Okay, but man, the dodging that jump move is so much easier than trying to parry it for sure, but even dodging the combo attack. I mean, I guess I want to do a Lumiere assault here, right? Because it has multiple hits, and we get through the shields, and this guy goes bye-bye. But I also want to use... How do I do this? I actually want to use Lumiere Assault against one of the guys that has a lot of shields, right? We got to whittle down these shields somehow. Let's do it against this guy. We're not really getting a lot of usage out of this powerful buff, I'm noticing. So I'm not sure how I feel about it.
A storm is coming.
That actually went through his shields more than I thought it would. I thought it was only... Oh, right, we had 5 hits. There were only 4 shields. That's right. So now Lune can do... I want something that does a couple hits. And now the target is burning. So she gets a bunch of HP if she uses thermal transfer against... I think the thermal transfer is the way to go here. We generate an ice stain as well. And that would finish off this other guy. The only other thing I could do is maybe Earth Rising to try to knock off shields off of everybody. But I think it's going to be thermal transfer against this guy. And she gets so much AP back. Okay, now Mael's in defensive stance. We want to finish off this duder over here. That means I use Swift Stride to put us into Virtuoso stance. That's probably it, right? And then we bring the Parasay against one of the big guys that hopefully doesn't have a shield at that point. Gustav's going to get another turn, too. Interesting. Okay. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye to that guy. So now Gustav has Overcharge. I just want to set this up so that the Virtuos from... Oh, but he only has 2 AP. He only has 2 AP, so... What are we going to do for Lune? We can always use free aim to take away shields, right? And Mael has a whole bunch of AP, so let's actually do that. Let's not... She can take care of this guy that has 3 shields by whittling down the shields with free aim. That's what she can do. So what I can do with Gustav and Lune is I can do Marking Shot to set up her immolation. I jumped so fucking early. What am I doing? Jesus Christ, why am I jumping the gun so badly? Also, I forget we're going to do these counters as well and knock off shields. So, okay. Learning is going to happen, guys. This is a work in progress. But we at least get to do immolation here. We're gonna have a lot of turns. This is gonna be so... This is gonna be so done. Because Persei is gonna take this guy out in 1 shot? Question mark? Oh no, okay, it's not quite that powerful. These guys do have so much HP. Jesus. Okay, so... I'd like to break this guy's stance. I would like to do that, but I don't have any AP to do so. So I have to settle for attacking, I guess.
A storm is coming.
For Lune, she now has the ability to consume a Fire Stain to do Thunderfall. And that would give us a Lightning and a Light Stain, which could set up a Healing Light for free. but it would be a less guarantee that we would actually damage, because the Thunderfall is random damage. I think it still probably makes the most sense. No, but I can do, what am I thinking? The Ice Lance consumes a Grass Stain. We just do Ice Lance here and finish this guy off.
Ice shut.
Hopefully. He's got burn ticking away. I'm gonna say that that guy is done, but I could guarantee it by doing a free aim here, right? Maybe, although free aim's probably gonna be pretty weak against him. Still got the job done. Okay, we just guaranteed ourselves making sure that it wasn't gonna do something we didn't understand. Does she have marking? Let me just try doing a free aim against this guy as well to see if it applies. I'm gonna do one more because I don't remember exactly what she has. I thought maybe she had the marking shot thing that happens with free aim, but I guess I didn't give that to her. So we don't get the increased damage using... I was thinking of just doing Pierce to spend her AP, right? And try to take this guy out before he gets another chance to do anything, but he's not that low, and we're not in Virtuose stance. So we probably just do Swift Stride to switch us into Virtuose stance. So bad. Just so incredibly, like, I was like, let me at least do dodges here to save myself. Man, I was starting to feel so confident after last episode in my ability to dodge. That has been set back. Dude, I should have given AP to Gustav. He's actually ready to do overcharge, but he has no freaking AP. Oh, this is so frustrating. I'm gonna heal Lune, try to keep her alive. Because Mael is about to do, except she's stanceless. Wait. Why is she stanceless? Did I not do Swift Stride? It only switches to Virtuose Stance if the target is burning. Oh my god. All right, guard up.
Shields up.
I'm a dingus.
Brace yourselves.
Man. Okay. All right, fine. Finally. Oh man, this is not going.
For those who come after.
The feedback loop that the game is giving me on how I'm doing is kind of dampering my spirits at the moment, because I'm missing all these quick time events. I'm missing all these parries, but it's okay. It's okay. We're winning. We're pressing through. We're staying alive because we have invested so many points in vitality to make sure I can survive being a dingus. All right. Are there some paint locks around here? Whatever these things are called. I see one right off the bat. I see one right away. And then there's one right here. And my aim is terrible. And then the other one is... There's one more, right? Where do the other one be? I think they make a noise as well. Yeah. I could hear there was just a little bit of a sound cue that gives it away. All right, cool. Do we get another chroma flask? I'm gonna need to use one of those, by the way.
This will be useful.
A revive tint shard. Nice. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna use a Chromina, a Quiptos Chromina elixir. That's the official name. That's what we're using here. This is our side path, by the way. We went down the side path here to get the extra loot. We still have to double back to the main road eventually. Well, let's keep exploring. See if there's... Are we climbing up? I think we are climbing up. There's a grapple point here. But I think that leads back to where we came. Am I tripping? No, that is correct. So we want to climb up here first. I think there's a path to go. It's pretty forgiving on these jumps. It's nothing like, certainly nothing like Elden Ring. The character being able to grab onto the ledge is definitely a nice bit of
Interesting.
forgiveness to make sure I'm able to complete these without too much headache. There we go. So another Lumina point that we'll eventually be able to get. And now I think we're done with our side path. I think. Back onto the main road that is lit up like there's no tomorrow. And then is this a Pictos I see up here? It's not a Pictos, it's something, it's a log. That's what it is. New expedition log. 68.
Expedition 68. Elodie.
Elodie.
It's a miracle any of us survived. We were caught in the maelstrom and flung from wave to wave. We lost the moon and the stars, condemned to a never-ending darkness of punishing rain and raging clouds. The Paintress sent a storm to overcome us. But it is we who have overcome the storm. After surviving that, crushing those Nevrons was almost an afterthought. Strength and resilience, it's how we survived that storm. And it's how we grabbed victory. It wasn't even a battle. It was an ink bath. We squeezed those Nevs dry. But this new one looks tougher than the others.
That's really fascinating for a couple of reasons. First of all, the voice acting, once again, is just fantastic. Side note, apparently somebody in the comments let me know that Mael, her voice actor, is apparently the same one as our good friend Latenna, the Albinoric. I would have never guessed that because it feels like a completely different voice affect that's being used by the voice actor for the much younger Mael, which hats off to her for a job well done. But the other thing about that expedition log was the fact that she mentioned she mentioned an ink bath as opposed to a blood bath. So I guess instead of blood, these Nevrons have ink coursing through their veins, if that's what they're called. And I was thinking, it seems like it, well, they call it chroma, right? The chroma acts differently here, these various things that our team is saying. And we squeeze those Nevs dry. We actually make use of this chroma. The stuff that they're made of, their life essence, is what Lune has apparently etched on her skin, and we're using it as a currency as well. So chroma is a big deal, but it actually comes directly from the Nevrons. I don't think I had quite caught on to that yet. Is this some of it here suspended in the air, or is this more blood from our team members?
So many.
I think it is.
I don't like this.
Expedition 68 met an ignominious end like so many others alongside them. But the fact that the Paintress, oh god, that thing moves. That's not part of the environment. That's a, oh, is that the boss? Is that the boss that we're about to face here? The Paintress can control the oceans. She sent a storm to sink their ship. That is wild.
This one is gigantic.
Yes.
Avoid those at all costs.
Oh, we're not fighting that one? I mean, it does look pretty scary, but you know, we're gonna have to fight it eventually, aren't we? I guess it can't see us though, or if it does, it doesn't care about us. So for now, we're heading this way. We get a preview at least of big scary Nevron. Anything through here? I think so. Ooh, there's a little, maybe a side path? I'm gonna call this the side path. Let's see what's up here. Oh no. Oh god, another mime. Well, at least we've dealt with these on a couple occasions, so we kind of know what to do now. At least I think we do. We'll see what new tricks this one has up its sleeve. Oh god, cue the mime music. Yeah, okay. The mime protects itself. Yay! Fun times, guys. Okay, so... all right. Yeah, I mean, I want to keep doing this. This powerful rotation feels like the right thing to do, leading off the battle with it. This mime does have a couple shields, though, and also, it also has a wall. So powerful really doesn't matter as much in this case, does it? what we want to do is focus on breaking its stance. So in this case, I think we go with a more standard, like, Lumiere Assault start, right? Just try to start building up stance damage. Now, in this case, we didn't get that much stance damage. I think a lot of it is going to come from counters from those parries. So hopefully we can get some of those going. So yeah, I guess we will... What do we do here? Maybe just thermal transfer to generate an ice stain for immolation and save our AP. Or we could just do immolation and then do the ice transfer so that ice transfer actually gains AP back when we use it. And this way we also apply burn. So let's go ahead and apply the burn. And yeah, this one we will use shell to try. We're definitely going to need a little bit of a long game against the mime. So guard up it is. We get one more turn before the mime gets to unleash. Okay. Another Lumiere Assault, except I don't have the AP, so we just attack. Too early on that third one. Fuck. I was like, okay, at least it's performing hand-to-hand combo. I might be able to do this. Almost. Maya was in offensive stance, so she took a little more damage as well. Lune gets to go first this time. She has a fire stain. And this is where the mime is burning, so we use the thermal transfer to go ahead and generate the AP. Okay. Mael now will continue her normal stance progression by doing Spark. Hey, 2 perfects. Let's go. And now another Lumiere Assault, I think, from Gustav. Not items. I think Lumiere Assault. I could also just attack. And I don't know. We need to get some counters. That's what really builds up the stance damage. I could just do marking shot as well. Maybe that's the compromise here. Nah, I'm going to go ahead and just attack. I'm just going to attack because he's still got the wall up. Like, whatever we do is not a ton of damage. We need to get counters. Damn. I still suck at that one. I should have dodged. But I want to counter this motherfucker. Okay, I'm going to heal Mael because she needs it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Healing Light does, yeah, we need a Healing Light here, I think. Cool. Now she's in defensive stance. It's just, you know, we're so far away from actually breaking his stance. So doing the Swift Stride into Pierce may not actually do a ton of damage, but maybe it does a ton of stance damage. So it's probably still correct just to do the Swift Stride here and continue our normal rotation. Now Gustav actually has a healthy amount of AP, so he could do what? I think we're actually gonna take his turn. Oh, I'm out of healing tints. Well, maybe that answers that question. I guess I'll go ahead and do another Lumiere Assault. Hand to hand. There we go. Finally. Okay, that feels a lot better. Now we're on course. Okay, Luna's got some stains to play with here. So what do we do with her? I really want to activate this second turn of her thermal transfer. So I think the way I'm going to sequence this is do a Healing Light this turn just to generate another light stain, and that will allow me to consume those as grass stains next turn, right? Grass stains. Earth stains. You guys know what I mean. It's like little... They're leaves, I guess. They're not grass. So it's not like you just, you know, you were diving for a ball in the outfield playing Little League. Not that grass stain. Okay, Healing Light. We're gonna just keep our team topped off here. Man, Mael looks just so stunned right now. That look on her face. Let's heal though. And now she is in Virtuoso stance. This is not going to do that much damage, but let's see how much stance damage it does to do the per se. It does do quite a bit of stance damage. Okay, so we do overcharge now with Gustav. I didn't expect this to actually work out this way, but I think this is going to break him, right? This should actually break him. He's so close to being broken. This has to do it.
For those who come after.
Boom. Got him. Okay, so we skip his turn, and that worked out perfectly. So now we get to do this thermal transfer, right? We have 2 light stains, which count as the earth stains for her thermal transfer, and the only problem is that the target is no longer burning. The burn just ran out, so we don't get to gain 4 AP from it. But we still get to take the second turn, which I will do, I think. And it comes right back to Lune. That's what I thought it was going to do. Okay. She gains an AP, which is not enough to really do anything useful. So why don't we go ahead and use a energy tint for Gustav? Let's give him some energy.
Finesse and grace.
And then for Lune, man, not Lune, but Mael, she really doesn't have a problem with AP, does she? She just has AP all the time. Is this where we can't use Swift Stride because we don't have Burning. So we kind of need, at this point, to do what? Do we go back to an offensive switch, I think, and try to... Let's get the offensive switch routine going here. Also, it gives him Defenseless, which sets up Gustav for a, what? Marking Shot, which will allow Lune to do Immolation next turn. That seems okay to me. This one I might try to dodge. Almost full dodges. Didn't quite get there though. We have some ice stains to consume, so we do want to use Immolation here. And it also gets the bonus damage from Marked, or bonus burns, I should say. Now, because the enemy is burning, Mael actually does get to switch into Virtuoso stance with her Swift Stride. Because we didn't even have to go to Spark, we can just go straight to Swift Stride. Okay. And now Gustav will do, I guess, his Lumiere Assault. We don't have any tints hardly. We might have to revive Lune in a second here, depending on how my dodge skills turn out. I think the battle is close to being done, so I don't think I need to apply Powerful here. Let's do Lumiere Assault. Hand to hand. That one, I feel much more comfortable pulling off the parries. I think we got it, folks. We got it, and we didn't even lose anybody in the process. What do I use? Oh, yeah, I can do... Oh, Thunderfall is what I need to consume the fire stains. It's really interesting trying to balance all the different stain consumption for Lune. In this case, it's not that big a deal, and we don't even really need all the This is going to be such overkill from the per se, but we'll finish things in style. That massive sword that comes out of the ground. Oh no, we've unlocked a new cosmetic. That's what it seems like is the theme here with the mimes. You go after the mimes. We got 4 Chroma Catalysts as well. That's good. But it looks like we got a new hairdo for Mael. And I'm not sure I'm gonna like it. Short hair? Short hair for Mael? It's okay. It's definitely no baguette. We'll roll with it for the moment, but I think I might go back to the ponytail. I think Mael does look a little bit better with the ponytail, but we'll try out the new do for just a little bit.
Well, that will help.
And get ourselves some additional Lumina in the process. Aha, it does let us jump down from those ledges. So far, I don't think fall damage is anything that we have to worry about, so far as I can tell. Fortunately, I have too many things to worry about as it is. Getting good at parries. What do we have here? These buildings that are fused into the landscape. Where exactly? These were parts, I guess, of France or some other parts of the world, Lumiere maybe even specifically, that had been thrown across to this part of the... It happened as part of the fracture. There is a side path here, but I also see a flag. Let's at least bank the flag. And then we can head back to that side path. Holy shit. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. I thought we were under attack. Can I even... I think we are under attack because it's not letting me get this flag. Well, we're not under attack per se, but... Okay. Another massive Nevron. A massive Nevron there that is, I don't know, stalking us. Stalking anybody much? I think we will probably rest, but before we... Actually, it's fine to rest, right? Because we didn't run into any enemies that we... Let's rest. Let's get all our flasks and everything back up to full. And then attributes. I did say I wanted to get everybody up to a 500, right? Get everybody up to that 500 mark, which we can do here. And then the question is, what else do we do? Let's at least lock that in, though, so I don't have to think about that anymore for each of these. 1 point into vitality for each character. That nice round 500 number. And then a couple points into luck for Lune, since that's what her weapon scales with, I guess. That does get her more speed, but it's still not going to make her speedier than Gustav, so I think that's fine. Let's do that. It gets her a little bit more crit as well. And then for Mael, do we do the same thing? Give her a little bit of speed? Or we could put a couple more points into might. Let's do that. She needs some attack power, I think. Well, at the same time, when we finally get her into her virtuose stance, she unleashes so much damage. But we did notice that with the big enemy, it still only did half of that one big giant guy's health. So more attack power is not going to be bad for her. Let's do that in this case. We're up to 4 recoats. The game seems to be dishing out recoats pretty generously, so don't stress too much about these decisions. Do we keep stockpiling points? I think I still keep going until we get up to 4 points for these two. There is this one skill, Electrify, that I could consider. That would give us another way to consume our fire stains, and it would only cost 1, but it does generate 2 lightning stains. And what are we consuming lightning stains with? Just Earth Rising? I think so. We just have the Earth Rising at the moment. So because we already have the thermal transfer and that lets us get Mayhem when we have 4 points, let's keep stockpiling points for them. And the same thing goes, obviously, we have no choice with Gustav. We have to keep saving up those points. So now let's double back quickly and check that side path. And who do we got hiding back here? Okay. Well, we were supposed to avoid these guys at all costs. But is this like the tree sentinel of this area? Approach at your own peril. This could go very badly, but we're gonna give it a try. This is what you gotta do. It is counted as a boss, a Bourgeon. A Bourgeon. Oh, listen to this track. Oh, I'm immediately... Cat Jam. Oh, dude, this might be the best one yet. Listen to this. Okay, what are we doing here? I mean, we gotta do what we normally do, right? Now is when there's no shields to worry about. Hopefully there's no wall mime shenanigans. So right now we just groove out to this amazing track and give ourselves powerful. And brace ourselves for whatever is about to... whatever incoming we're going to receive from this guy. For Lune... we do Ice Lance just to slow it down. Make it just that much slower. We spend all our AP. It does make her future turns a little bit more awkward if we aren't able to successfully dodge and parry. But I think it makes sense. Let's do it. And now we get to do the same thing with we definitely want to do a guard up here when we're not used to whatever this enemy is going to throw at us. Ooh, I didn't quite get the full shell there. Eats Mael? What? And I didn't dodge it. Oh. What? No, Mael, I let you down. I didn't. Mael got eaten because I can't dodge. What? Dear God. I think we're just attacking here as opposed to setting up a marking shot because, you know, Lune has no AP. What the heck, though? He freaking just ate Mael. Is she gonna come back, or is she just gone for this battle? She's probably not gone for good, but she's gone until we, I don't know. Do we have to hit him in the stomach? Free aim to the stomach to I don't think this is gonna do anything, right? I'm gonna try it, though. It did very little damage. I don't think that... This thing does not look like it has a weak spot. So let's attack. And then we'll do the same thing with Lune. She does lightning damage with her attacks, which might be more effective against this kind of enemy. It is weak against lightning because it's like a water.
Get ready.
Shit.
I'll do it. Brace yourselves.
Okay, we got some dodges there, at least for Gustav, but now Lune has Miasma. I'm not quite sure what that debuff is. We'll probably get a tutorial for it here. Now, I don't know exactly how Lune is going to be affected, but I presume we should be able to set up Immolation. So I'm going to do a marking shot. And it also deals lightning damage. I have to remember that he's weak against that. Exhausted, a status effect that prevents the character from gaining AP from any source. Oh, damn. How long does that last? Until we cure it? Which we could do with, like, one of our healing tints, which also, I think, given our Pictos or Lumina, it also cleans status effects. And I do want her to be able to... Maybe we'll do that with Gustav. Because I want this thing to start burning, but also its burn is not going to be super effective. So is it better for her just to heal herself? I'm going to try burn and see, because he might be resistant to this because he's water. And also it's going to spend my last AP, so this might not be the right move. But I just want to exactly get an idea. Okay, he still burns. Man, I'm so slow. I was slow on every single one of those. Oh boy. All right, well, Lune's about to be dead, and that's awesome. Oh, but now the exhaustion went away, so it only lasts a turn. Okay. She's gonna need to heal herself, though. And maybe also Gustav needs to heal her. Should Gustav heal her and just hold on to his overcharge for now? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna heal her. And then she's gonna heal herself. Except she doesn't quite have enough AP. Shit. Alright, I guess I have to attack here. We're still so far from killing this thing. This is probably a bad idea, but we're learning. We're learning that there are some enemies that maybe you're just in over your head against. I'm gonna go ahead and build... I'm gonna do the Lumiere Assault here. Or do I just do Powerful and I'm gonna actually go for powerful because it does give us charges, and then next turn we can maybe unleash overcharge. We're still a long ways away from breaking this thing's stance. The only problem is it spends our AP.
Brace yourself.
I'm seeing the timing on that one a lot easier, so I switched midstream to parries. So I think if it does miasma, that's the one I feel the most confident against. We'll try to do parries all the way down on that move. I don't know about the 4-hit combo. That one, yee, long way to go there. So now Lune can, I guess, heal. The other option would be to do Thunderfall, which would be like a ton of damage, wouldn't it? We would consume the Fire Stain. We would spend all our AP. And we have Powerful right now. So maybe that's a better move. It would then have, we would have 2 Light Stains, and we would be able to cast Healing Light for free next turn. Let's do Thunderfall instead, because it's weak to lightning.
Lightning. Strike.
Okay, okay. Just making some progress on that health bar. Good, good, good. So because it's weak to lightning skills, we can't do anything with Gustav right now, so we'll just attack. Yeah, we'll just attack. Rushing combo. Oh, shit. Wow. Oh my god. I actually dodged all of them? There were 6. Oh my god. Holy crap. I actually dodged all of them. Some of them were perfect as well. Yeah, so dodging before, while you're learning the moves, it's a good little fallback. Now we heal, right? Now we get Lune topped off, and that feels nice. She gets to charge up AP as well for a little bit longer. Yeah, so we're not getting Mael back because she got eaten. Is that just something that happens? Maybe I couldn't have dodged it. I don't know. But it's just like one of these boss battles that takes one of your party members away. Let's heal. Okay, now we still have a turn of powerful, so it might be a good idea for us to... We have maybe... I guess we only have the marking shot. Marking shot is good, though, because it does lightning damage. Let's do it.
Take him down.
Brace yourselves.
Lune, watch out!
Yes! Yes! Dude, we're actually close to breaking him. Which means, because Gustav has 10 charges, we want to do overcharge here, I think. So let's do... We can do, like, 1 free aim. Because it does lightning damage. That built up an okay amount of break. For a free aim, at least, with an enemy that has no weak spot. But I don't want to spend any more AP on that. What I want to do is I just want to use an item and give energy to Gustav, so that he can do overcharge. Right? And it's lightning damage as well. Oh my god. Yes.
For those who come after.
Now we're talking. And it... Oh, now Mael's back. Of course, that makes total sense. You stun, you break the stance, and perfect. Woo. Now we're cooking, folks. Let's go. Lune has a lightning stain and a light stain. So she could do Ice Lance, which would consume the light stain for increased damage. She could also do Thunderfall, and it would do additional damage because it's consuming the light stain as the fire stain. So let's do Thunderfall while we don't have Powerful. Should I wait? But Gustav is not going to have Powerful for a couple more turns. So let's go ahead and do Thunderfall now, I guess. The only problem is we're going to need to consume these Earth, or these Lightning Stains, which I could do with Earth Rising. I could just consume the Lightning Stain right now and turn that into an Earth Stain. And that would spend a little less AP while we wait for Gustav to get powerful. Screw it, I'm going for Thunderfall. I'm overthinking it too much. Just do the lightning damage. Do the big lightning damage when you've got the AP for it. Don't overthink it. There we go. Okay. And now Gustav. Oh, Gustav could do a marking shot, actually. But maybe it's better to hold on. Maybe right now he should just wait and let Mael set up her business. Let's just attack for now. And Mael is actually, we're gonna slow things down just a bit here, and we're gonna set things up. We're gonna go ahead and do a guard up. We still got half a health bar to go through, so let's guard up.
Shields up.
And then, oh, that cost him his turn because he was stunned. That's even better than I thought it was gonna be. So cool. So with Lune now, oh, I can't do Earth Rising. I cannot do Earth Rising to consume the lightning stains. So I don't really want to do Immolation because that consumes the light stain. I think right now I just attack. Let's just do an attack and keep our powder dry. And we're going to start setting things up. Because here is where we'll use Powerful to get everybody buffed back up to full. Get both Shell and Powerful online. And now we can start to go to town. Now we can do... She's in offensive stance already, so now she can do Spark to apply burn.
On me.
That might not be dodgeable. I'm not sure when you're supposed to dodge there. So it could just be that one of your characters is going to go away at some point until you break their stance again. So we'll see if Mael and Lune have what it takes to finish this off. What do I want to do here now? She has 4 AP. I mean, I kind of want to cast another Thunderfall, but I'm worried about her running out of like having too many lightning stains that we're not consuming. But also, I don't really have a good way for us to... there's the skills for Lune don't quite line up the way that I feel like they should. I need a lightning consumer that's cheaper than Earth Rising. That's what I need. So for now, I might just attack and wait for Thunderfall next turn, I think. Let's just do that. Because I want to get one more Thunderfall before my powerful buff runs out. Now we get to switch into... No, we don't, because we don't have AP for... Oh my god, I need AP! I need AP, god damn it! Okay, if I do a base attack here, I think it does keep me in defensive stance. So we can do a base attack, right? No, it switches me to offensive. Oh, what? 3-hit combo. Yeah, I was definitely not going to try for parries there, because I think that was the first time I'd seen the 3-hit combo. Now we unleash. I didn't realize that was going to put her into offensive stance. I thought that the regular attack just maintains her current stance. That's not how that works. Okay, Thunderfall time. That still didn't do as much as I was hoping it would. But all right. Now what? The target is still burning, so this is when we want to use Swift Stride. Swift Stride. Boom. Okay. Miasma. This one. Yes! That's the move. That's the move we want to see every time. Please hit us with the Miasma. We can parry that. Jesus Christ. See, all these thunder stains that I don't... Thunder stains. Lightning stains that I can't do anything with unless I use Earth Rising. Maybe I just do that because I do have... Well, I have 3 AP. I'm hoping that Mael is going to be able to finish things off here. She's in her Virtuose stance, and hopefully she just does a crap ton of damage with Pierce, with Pierce. I don't really have a way to debuff and set her up with any of Lune's attacks. So maybe what I could do... I'm just going to do Earth Rising. Is it even worth it? Like, if the battle is almost over, these lightning stains aren't going to matter, right? So maybe it's not worth it. Maybe I just attack again and try to do one last Thunderfall. That's actually the better move, isn't it? Because he's weak to lightning. Just keep doing lightning moves. Okay, let's see how much this does. Pierce A, go! Man, that's still... Okay. No! No! He's ate 2 of them now. That's not cool. I really hope that I can't dodge that and that I'm just, you know... Maybe my dodge timing is just absolutely terrible, but it doesn't... I don't see a timing there to avoid that being eaten. Okay, I guess it's... Man, it's just freaking Mael. It's just Mael, and now she is in... She is, I guess, gonna do Spark to apply Burn so she can go back into Swift Stride. That's gotta be it here, I guess. Unless we do Pierce again? Maybe we do it again. Although, Defenseless... The offensive switch does make more sense, doesn't it? I'm just a little bit worried about... If we apply Defenseless and then go straight to Pierce, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 1 offensive stance. Man, it might just be better just to do 2 Pierces, though. Don't even freaking worry about it. But I'm gonna lose my stance, though, is the thing I'm worried about. But maybe that doesn't matter. Just do the most powerful attack that you've got. It kind of matters, though, doesn't it? Because we don't do nearly as much damage. We don't do nearly as much damage. And now we're stanceless. So I think we do go with the offensive switch to lower its... I just want this to be over. I want this to be over, but I think we need to stick with the game plan here. Yes, Miasma.
Ready to parry on me.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Okay. Now we should be able to finish things off with Pierce. Finally. Get me back my teammates, you freaking virgin dork. Out of my game. Let's fucking go. Oh, but Mael is the only one who gets XP there. Oh, that is so annoying is what it is. All right, we got an Abyss Ram, a new weapon for Gustav. We got Augmented Counter, which is 25% increased counterattack damage, and a new Bourgeoning skin. Do I even want to know what that is? All right, Mael kind of needed the boost to catch up with the team, I guess, so maybe that works out for the best. All right, cool. We did the side boss, and we now get a new weapon for Gustav. Let's see if that's an upgrade. Is it just a strict upgrade? It's not a strict upgrade. So now you do have to start considering, you know, I'm sure the weapon's element needs to be of consideration here. This is doing frost or ice damage, frost damage. Whatever element this is, it's clearly different than from physical, which is what most of Gustav's weapons are. We'll keep what this one does scale more with vitality, though. Does it also give him additional vitality? It's getting additional attack power from his vitality is what it is. I really like how the Cruel Ram looks so freaking cool, though. It looks so cruel. Oh, God. What do we got here? There was a wardrobe? No. Apparently this is not a wardrobe thing that you can use. I don't know what that Bourgeoning skin? I don't know how we can make use of that, but there is one new Pictos here to equip. I guess we will take away cleansing tint and give her augmented counter just to get it leveled up. Now is definitely when we're at that point. The early stages of the game are nice, a nice little, you know, getting you used to the system so there's not a lot of complicated decisions to make, but now balancing the Pictos versus the Luminas is going to get a bit intense. I guess we can just give Lune staggering attack, but I feel like there are a lot of fine-tuned decisions that I am gonna be thinking about making. Oh, here it is. The flesh of this Nevron still feels alive, so it's just a quest item. That's what I was. That's why I wasn't seeing it. It's just a quest item. So we need to use this somehow. We still have an old key and a weird Pictos as well that we need to use, as well as a record that we haven't got to use at camp yet because we got to find our way out of the flying waters. But we're going to have to do that next time because I think this is where we are going to wrap up this installment of Expedition 33. Thank you all for hanging out with me. If you did enjoy the video, please consider liking and or subscribing. It definitely helps a ton. And we are making slow progress, as is just my the way that I warned everybody. It's not going to be a speed run. We're taking our time, and I'm trying to soak it all in and overthink my decisions to death. I will definitely rest up though at Expedition 4's flag. And we're here at the Lumieran streets. So it is, in fact, a portion of Lumiere that has been thrust over here into the flying waters. Oh, look at that. Jesus. How in the world does any of this make sense? We need to connect the dots of the story and exactly the fracture and all of these crazy, how this world has ended up in this state. I'm looking forward to there are so many. I can see this is just this wide open area here for once where we can actually see a whole bunch of grappling hooks and enemies that need to be dealt with, and so much exploring yet to be done. We will do that next time. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.